This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here in Madison. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay gain.
Now Cousins. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. On 1st and 10, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's 2nd down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up the 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Nico Hardman. He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Here's Madison running on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Cousins now on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Cousins. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The right end, touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 50 yards. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
On third down. Cousins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gain on his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't lift it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Rodgers going to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle, it's Cook. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And the Jets are going to be set up for the 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Cook. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Cook. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tackle. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. That's caught downfield by Kittle. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive with Cook. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run it again with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. It's Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
They'll run with Cook into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. These two teams all tied after one.
Get on it. Power of 1,000 horses. Let's go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This Cowboy defense trying to run it to 3rd and goal. Hall again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The slot man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Partner, I love the call to go for it on 4th down.
Well, I know you do, because if you don't get it right, they got to march 99 yards the other direction.
But what it showed me was they didn't have that mentality at all. They weren't even thinking about setting up for their defense. They were just thinking about scoring, determined to get into the end zone.
And get into the end zone they did. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We are going to do this. We got this.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
You're missing a good game, ref. Get the ball. Get off the field, ref.
Get your eyes checked.
We watching the same game, ref.
Come on, ref.
And they'll accept that penalty.